Whoa! Looks like we got some audio coming in. All right, so this is gonna be pretty quick today. So today is April 6th, 2024, and today I'm just gonna talk about a little bit of a recap that I did on yesterday, for April 5th. Let's say August, April 6th. Anyway, yeah, so we got a lot of things going on in the Garland household, so mine is a little bit everywhere, but you can expect that from me. If you've watched any of the videos, you can expect that from me. So, but yesterday I looked at the chart. I was trying to do a little bit of technical analysis, trying to come up with ways to identify what's going on in the chart. I did come up with a decent script. You see it here. It actually didn't take me very long. Now, so one of the scripts that I made recently that I did live for, forget who I was doing it for. Maybe it was, I forget who I was doing it for, but we were, it was Mark. We were looking at storing vectors into, storing values into vectors and then reproducing those numbers. So essentially what I did here was I was looking for what I saw. If this would speed up just a little bit. What I saw was, it still got me locked out, so it's taking a little bit longer to load, but most of you guys who watch the video know why. It's because I have so many scripts running, stream reader, stream writer data, pulling data from prior time frames. And what I need to do is I looked and I realized that I'm actually pulling data from almost a month now from that same file. So what I'm going to end up doing is saving that file, and then I will have multiple files just so I can kind of catalog previous weeks and months of data for ES. But I don't need to pull it all up every time. See, right now it's pulling everything up, for all these different charts. Here we are, we're still waiting on it to come up. All right, I'm only gonna be doing this for about 10 minutes or so, because gotta go. All right, come on. All right, is that it? Yes. Okay. All right. So I didn't have any infinite loops last night. Again, got infinite loops again today. One of the reasons why, I imagine I saved it, but one of the reasons why I was getting infinite loops was because I wasn't, when we have live data, so pretty much as I'm looking at futures, right? So futures, you can trade essentially 6 days of the week. Not on Saturdays. It ends at 5 o'clock on Friday, resumes back on Sunday. During the day, it stops from 5 or 6, stops trading from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And so most of the time when I'm looking at the chart, there is active data, right? And so I have the scripts set up so that they will turn off. So it will stop reading from the text file at certain, whenever we have live data. But since like right now, today is Saturday and we don't have live data, some of these scripts are not turning off. They're not shutting down the stream reader. So here, if we have a last bar on chart and stream read is true, then we want to once close the stream reader. So I should have done that for everyone. We shouldn't have any infinite loops. I spent a little bit of time with this last night as well, making sure that we didn't have any infinite loops, and we didn't. And now it says that we do. So again, I'll have to sit down with it later today, go through and see what's what. Stream read was true. Last bar on chart then once. Yeah. Not gonna be able to do it right now just because I don't have the time. But all right, so essentially what I did here for this script, I saw that these bounces were coming where? These bounces were coming somewhere in the range of a large move, right? So you see this large bullish candle here. So at the top of this move, you might see a bounce, or at the top of this large bullish candle, you might see a bounce. See this large bullish candle here? At the top of this move, go over and you might see a bounce. This one is a decent sized bullish candle. I mean, it definitely doesn't have much of a top wick. At the top of the move, you see a little bounce. So pretty much what I did was I went in, and I think that was this one. This is the script here. It's not very complex, not very long. But essentially what I'm looking for is that we have a large candle. And the thing about this is it's going to change every day, right? So the volatility, the average true range of each candle, this is a 1 minute time frame, it's going to change every day. So I won't be able to use the same range of 5 for every time. It'll need to be able to be modified, or it'll need to be modified with every time that we come into an opening candle. Maybe it's a function of the length of the opening candle. Maybe it's a function of the length of the first bounce. I don't know. Like I said, I just made this last night, about 20 minutes. All right, so we put all these values. So once we got a large bullish candle, we took the high, we put that into a vector, and so now every time we get a open, every time that the open crosses under the 9-period moving average, then we're going to look to see, well, so then we're going to say, all right, let's start looking, right? So up here, we're not looking, we're over the 9, we're not looking. You should have already been in. You're not looking. Now once the open crosses under the 9-period moving average, now we're looking at these lows. We're comparing these lows to all the values in the vector, all the values in the vector. And so when we do get a value that is close enough to that high, then we'll say that's a potential entry. All right, so that's how I came up with this script. And you see, it doesn't look pretty bad. It doesn't look bad at all, right? So we got this one, we got this one, we got this one, we got this guy. I think and we got this guy. And there was one more modifier that I put on it. Got these. I mean, all these look great. And yeah, all these look great. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try trading this next week. But I think the other modifier that I put on it was that the volume had to be higher than the 50-period moving average of the volume. See that 50, that blue line there is 50-period moving average. The volume has to be higher than that, as well as the I believe the preceding candle. It doesn't really happen on any of these, any of the other ones anyway. The preceding candle, the candle before this, has to also be a bearish candle. So you're not just having a bullish candle and then a bearish candle and expecting to get in. It might be in the flag or something like that. You're going to be in a subsequent bearish candle. So you're going to be in the bearish candle at least a string of bearish candles at least 2 long. Okay, and then that's it. So, like I said, I just want to share that with you. If you have any ideas of something you want me to look up, or something you want me to program, then be sure to leave it in the comments. I was actually going to come on here and see if I could put this into a strategy, see what it looks like, optimize for range for entries and exits, but I don't have time to do that right now. So this is just a little snippet. Hope you got something out of it, and yeah, we'll chat later. I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.